And slowly climbing out the rating ladder, but it's going to take a while. All right, so we get an e4 again. Maybe I play Sicilian. How old is this account? No, I'm not going to play Sicilian. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing. I'm going to play Caro-Kann. So Defender, it was originally much lower than what I think the starting was like. It could have been like a few hundred. I'm not actually sure. But I played 15 games because they asked me to play 15 games in the time control I wanted to, that I wanted to do speed run or slow run for. So I actually, so we move. I'll bring out a knight. You know, I'm gonna play Caro-Kann anyway. That way there'll be no bishop c4. So I played 15 games, but the issue is when you start a new account normally, you end up having a really, really high rating deviation. So after the 15 games I'd played, I was already 1500, 1600-ish almost in rapid. And as you can see on my, if you click on my actual thing, even though, I'll just quickly open this in a new tab, even though they've actually reset the rating, I haven't played a Blitz game yet. So after 15 Blitz games as well, I was, at one stage I was like almost, you know, it was 2100 something and then lost a few. But it was like 1500, 1600 on the, in rapid, and then like 2000 in Blitz. So that's why you got to play a certain amount, because even though you start low, the rating goes up really, really quick. So now, like now after they reset it, I'm only going up like 8 to 10. I think a few of them were still like 20 or something, but yeah. All right, we're just gonna, basically we're playing a Caro-Kann, but instead of there being like a knight here, there's a queen that I can attack. So simple stuff. And I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I tell people, you don't need to do anything excessive. They bring out the queen. You don't need to attack the queen 1,000 times. Definitely not with pawns. Like I'm not gonna go e5, e4. I don't think that's gonna work. Like after e5, bishop e2, e4, they can actually take my knight, and then I have to take back with the queen. If I don't take back with the queen, then they take the pawn. So take the knight, take with the queen, then they actually win the pawn. So it's not great. Actually, no, but then I take on the take the rook. But they could damage my structure, I think. Because if you can imagine e5, bishop e2, e4, bishop f6, queen f6, check. Actually, maybe it is good. Wait a second, e5, bishop e2. You know what? I don't want to have to calculate, because that goes against what I've been saying. Now I could develop with the tempo, and I think I might do that. I don't see any reason not to here, but I'm not going to move the pawns for no reason yet. Hello, Soup the Sailor. How are you doing? But sorry, yes, the point I was trying to say before is that when it comes to making a new account, the reason, like when I asked for this speedrun account, when it's new, yes, the rating just goes up way too quickly. One second, let me actually have a look. They said something in chat. They said, hey, and I said, hello. Well, I'm saying hello. Now I'm gonna simply develop my knight, sack my king in this game. Could do that. Yes, Soup the Sailor, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so here, where do I want to move my bishop, guys? Obviously, don't tell me, but I'm just, if you guys are curious. In fact, will I even move my bishop is the question. So, I don't have any pawns in the center, and it's a little bit different now me going e5. Why is that? Why is it different? I can go e5, and then I can move my bishop. And then after they go bishop e2, I have time to defend the pawn. So I think I will very likely just put a pawn in the center, not worry about whatever they're up to. Means that it's pretty predictable where they're going to go. They're going to either go here, they're going to go there. And then I will very likely just, okay, so they're trying to maintain the pressure this way. I'll bring it to f5. Probably. Why f5? Well, bishop f5 is sometimes standard in these openings. After bishop e2, I can actually just I can make it look like I'm blundering some stuff. After g6, bishop e5, queen d2, sorry, queen e7, they have to go either d, you know, do I even want to give them this? Maybe I'll just actually bring in a piece. Or do I stick with what I want? So this could be tricky. I could be a little bit tricky here. Bishop d6, queen g7, rook g8, queen h6, rook g6. I have to go all the way back. I won't do any of that. I'm going to bring in the queen this way, though. I don't see any need to move the bishop and blunder a pawn, just in case I'm wrong. You won a few games? Your eyelids are itchy? Oh no. Coincidence? I don't think so. Alright. Interesting. I may have blundered a little bit here. Let me see. You know what? For the sake of it, maybe I'll just give up the pawn. I don't think I need to, but I might give up the pawn. It's not really giving up the pawn. I'm going to castle. I'm just going to try to be safe. And we'll see what okay, so this is probably not right. I'm not sure if they realize why it's not right, but we're going to just see what happens here. So I'm going to take, of course. Of course I'm taking it. Oh no. And a few reasons why this is not great for them. One, because I'm immediately going to pin this guy. So they're allowing me to develop. If they move this queen, I mean, I will still take. And if they take something like this, I'm taking this. I mean, it's not great. I also am going to get rookie 8. Not sure which rook yet, but this is going to be pinning this bad boy. F4 as well, unfortunately. It's going to start to crumble a little bit soon. I'm going to start with rookie 8. I'll start with this rook. Don't know if it's any different. I like this one near my king. Just pin it. You know, they could take... Okay, so they're trying to bring everything in. I might go g6. Might just bring this in. I'm going to play this a little faster. They seem to be playing a little faster. May as well bring my knight to e4. I don't see any reason not to. It's just a nicely placed knight now. Might not be winning anything here, but this looks very comfortable for me. I can go here too if I want to. I'm not actually sure what to do. And then after this... So chasing a piece away is okay if it actually makes sense. Here I will actually get rid of this knight. Because they have to either go this way, or this way, or this way, unfortunately. Alright, so they blunder the knight immediately. They could have gone backwards, which may not have been crushing for me by any means, but this is obviously crushing for me. This is obviously winning too. I can actually just straight up this or this. This is why it's pretty good to do this stuff. Oh no, they can just take. What am I talking about? I can win like this. So I can actually take and then win the other way. But you know what? For the sake of not doing anything crazy, I'm actually just going to bring the queen over again and threaten some checks. There's probably some win there. Okay, so they are allowing me to win a queen. I will graciously take it. I have no reason not to. But there may be something better, so let me not rush. So like bishop e4, if they go c3, I can take. But I think I'll just take the queen. They'll get a couple pieces. It might not be the best trade for me, but I'm going to simplify a little bit. Discover check. I take this, and then I drop the bishop back and call away ambulance, but not for me kind of thing. I understand, but it's still for you, unfortunately, sir. Still the ambulance is for you. Anyway. GG's. Let me check knight d2 as well, by the way. Let me see. Let's do a quick little analysis, since I kind of spoke through a lot of it during the game. Alright, so I'm trying to also show people, just stay solid. Do not worry if your opponent's doing weird things. Stick to the plan, just develop your pieces. Here, I chose to develop the bishop this way, even if it was not necessarily correct. I chose this because it allowed me to attack the queen and develop the piece, but it's kind of more, you know, surface level. Here I go e5 because I do not have to move the bishop. Same thing, I drop it back because now I do need to move the bishop. And I chose that diag because it just looked like a strong diagonal. Here, this was a bit of a boo-boo, but they let me get away with it after castles. So it looks like I'm down a pawn, but I'm not really down a pawn because of the pressure I'm getting from this. You can see it's -4 already, apparently. Yes, here I simply, of course, I'm just lining it up with the king. Could have taken the pawn. I actually didn't see there was a free pawn. Attack the queen. Attack the knight. They could have moved it back, of course, but yes, they did not. So it does blunders the piece immediately. And then, yes, here for some reason in my mind, I was saying knight e2, which made absolutely no sense because I didn't realize the king could just take it. I could have gone here immediately too, but then after the king moves, if they go, actually, you know what? It actually doesn't lose the queen, I think. No, it actually does lose because yes, I was calculating whether I could win this back in the end. It depends if they end up on a forkable square or not, but I don't think so. All right, and here just won the queen, so they resigned.